Welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us in our very own Dungeon of Dribble for another episode of Take the Two. Just four out of shape armchair critics who have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. To get us started, Frenchie, why don't you fire away with the old socials, buddy?
Yeah, we'll get straight into the tipping comp, eh?
Yep, sure.
Sure. We got Paddy Wack on top. We got Shivo. Mark McGowan has survived a week, so he's still up there. Fat Harry and Evelyn round out the top five. So we're doing really well. Also, the Polar Bear was a special tipper for the week. He got 5 out of 8. He's just got not much chop at all. But we're after another special fan of the week to give us your tips. We'll get him in the comments. Hit me up on the phone number up there. And maybe we'll chuck in a cash
Nice.
prize if you can get 8 out of 8. We'll announce them on a Thursday, maybe a Wednesday if you get your act together, and we'll keep that going because tipping seems to be good, and we need more comments. We need you to like and subscribe to the page. Do it now. You always forget. Yeah, if you want to reach us, Facebook, Take the Two NRL podcast. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on what else? We on? Don't know. But we're on
Spotify.
stuff. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Get on board.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Just a question on that tipping. What had happened to the guy that was leading for like 4 or 5, 6 weeks?
Ant-Man?
No, what was his name? Oh, Toby's Tips. What happened to that?
Yeah, he's not too far away.
Yeah,
But
is he been hanging out with the Take the Two boys? He's down the bottom now.
he's been following Frosty, so he's dropped severely.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Don't follow
Nah,
me.
we'll get to that later.
Mm.
All right, so we'll move on to this week's keyboard warriors. It's been a bit quiet. We've tried to rev the
Easter.
audience up a little bit. Bit Easter, eh?
Easter, yeah. They're probably all away.
Yeah,
They're probably
right.
still watching the Easter special, so
Hope
they're probably
so.
stuck into it. They're probably watching it 3 or 4 times. I thought it was a ripper, so you can't blame them.
We're talking about keyboard warriors, not praising it, the
Oh
keyboard.
yeah, sorry, I'm talking about my mum and dad.
Okay, so the first one we've got Karen says, I thought Uncle Bob was Norman Gunston at first sight. Now, French, would you know who Norman Gunston is, or are
I,
you a bit too young?
I think he's the bald guy with the mustache.
I don't
No.
even mustache, did he? He had the
No,
little
Oh,
tissues on his face where he had cut
he
himself and
did.
shaved.
Yes,
He's more your
yes,
era, isn't he, Frosty?
yes, he is.
Yeah,
He was a bit
wow.
like the old Crocodile Dundee. He was using a knife, I think, to shave.
okay.
Yeah, right.
That's why
Must
he
be
had all
thinking
the
of someone
cuts.
else.
Yes. So he's using tissue paper or toilet paper. Yes.
But Karen was definitely on the money with that. So Double O
Mm.
Seven says DCE should take 500K from Manly and he'd still be overpaid. Ooh, what are you reckon about that one, Frosty?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, he's their best player.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
No.
Best of a bad bunch.
Hmm.
Anthony O says, I agree. The refs and bunker are wrecking the game. They seem to have no idea what they're doing. Bunkers should never be able to watch any slow motion replays. I reckon that's a good point because
Mm,
that just opens up a can of worms, doesn't it, when they slow it right down?
mm.
Yeah, but we want to know the result.
Yeah, okay.
It's a fair point.
Fair
Anthony,
enough.
we've got no idea either. So,
Well, they can't show us, and we've all got a remote. We can stop it. We know how to stop it. We're going to do it at home. We're going to be the new bunker.
mm.
We've got a voicemail, which is a bit weird. So I'll play it for you and let me know what
What do
you
you mean
think.
we had one a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, but this one's a little bit weird. So I'll just see if we can get
Okay.
this going. Let me know if you can hear this one, eh?
Hey mate, just calling. I'm a virgin caller. No, no. I've called before. I'm a virgin. I really am. Seriously. Oh look, I'm really nervous. Thank you.
That
How
was
could how could we forget about
platinum. Not that was
that?
more than gold. It was
Could have
platinum.
easily trimmed that.
Mm,
Let's
no
go.
way.
All right, so we got any apologies, boys? Frosty,
Yeah,
what do you got? What do you got? You go first,
I
Frosty.
want to kick things off.
Oh, okay.
Let
French.
him go. Yeah.
All right. I just, I had the week off. I had a little bit of surgery done. It's just minor. Don't worry, fellas. I'll be back on deck. But when I go to work, like a lot of the boys look up to me. I'm a bit of a leader in the group. They're just, bowing at my feet. They get me coffee. They're just, I'm a really big player in the group. So I'm sorry that I wasn't there last week, but I'll be back on deck. No dramas, and can't wait to see you all.
Geez, if you're the leader, I don't want to be in that group.
What was it? Ingrown toenail or something? Wasn't it?
It's a private matter for my physician.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
but I'm okay. Don't worry. Stop.
Oh, cut and tuck.
Dr. Nip and Tuck.
Get that tin down.
Yeah, well, I hope you kept the receipt. You go on, Frosty.
Yeah, mine's trying to pronounce the NRL players' names. I'm trying my best, so stick with me.
We're just grateful that we've got subtitles when we put it online.
That's it.
Well, the rookie was saying AI the other week, so yeah.
There's a few A's and I's and U's and AAA's.
Hyphens,
Bob knows about it.
spaces, all that sort of crap. So my one's a bit of a thank you, and an apology. So I'd like to thank Uncle Bob for stepping up last week on short notice.
Yep.
But then I'd also like to apologise him for starting to sound like Anthony Albanese by the end of the show. No, but good on you, Bob. That was a good effort. Hopefully you're back in town soon, because obviously we're missing a fourth member, so we have to start potentially conducting some interviews for that.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you reckon,
Well,
French?
it's probably next on the
Yes.
list, but he might have to do a DNA before he gets back on the show. He had a few. Just knocking him back nice and quick, smart.
Sometimes you got to just to calm the nerves.
We all do it.
All right, boys, we'll move on to this week's burning question. Do you want to start, French, or you want Frosty to have a crack?
Yeah, I might need Frosty to fill in.
Bit of time.
Nice. Righto, so my burning question is for our loyal viewers and our listeners. Was our Easter show special good? And should we do more?
Yeah, right.
Are they going to jump in, or do you want to tell them to put it in the comments?
Yeah, in the comments, obviously. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we want, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting on board.
We need to get them to kill your phone.
Yeah, that too. I've got a number in the middle of the screen. Get in touch with us. I'm not going to answer. I don't even know what the number is. Send us a message. I don't even know if it's got any credit, so I probably won't reply.
You're waiting for your subscription money off YouTube, are you?
Yeah, that's it. So once that gets going, then some things will change around here.
Maybe the Medicare rebate from the surgery.
Well, we do it in Spain. We do it live in Spain, little island.
Oh,
a few tequilas, Spanish. Sure.
Nice. Well, to answer your question, Frosty, I enjoyed doing it.
I did too. Yep.
It was quite fun. It was L plating at its best.
Yeah.
Bit of the training wheels, but no, French was the hostess for the mostest. Only a couple technical difficulties.
Oh, you got to throw a couple in, don't you?
Made it even better, yeah.
Like I had the pleasure of phone call from Jason Fullwood earlier this sometime today, and he was complaining a bit about the refereeing again. So he's got a few more questions that maybe I can get him on and do that referee part 2 again.
Oh.
Just with some of the refereeing decisions over the last day or two.
Well, we went for an hour. We went for an hour if we did it after the Tigers and Paragon, we could have gone for another hour just on the one ref.
That's it, eh? How bad is it? Anyway.
My question would be, would we prefer more consistency with the officiating of the game or less controversy in the game?
Okay, so spell that out for the peanuts.
I
So
don't get it.
we want the ref to officiate the game or referee the game more consistently to the rules, so everyone sort of knows, because there's a lot of inconsistency, which would cut out less controversy, but you'd think it would, because the rules would be refereed the right way to the rules. But having said that, we'd find something else to nitpick at anyway, so it'd create some controversy. So I don't know. What would you prefer? More consistency or less controversy?
I don't know. I'm still confused.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, wow. Get
Let me have a
get
let
the
me have
gun
a
out
shot.
now. Wow.
Oh. Well, I don't want to talk about rugby again because you get shot down. But when they have a little bit of contact to the head, it's usually a sin bin. In rugby, anything, even if I saw a clash of the heads, and they said that the defender put both of them in a dangerous position, and it was a head clash. So they went to the bin for that. I mean, you would never have that. So, that's their consistency. So anything to do with the head is straight away. You already know. You're just walking off going, "Oh, I'm going to get yellow." We still talk about it, but I think consistency is better than whatever your other question is.
Controversy.
Controversy.
But surely, even with that,
Well,
if someone gets hit in the head, they know they're going. So we all agree that's the rule. So then potentially you need to tackle lower.
yeah, but the media's got to do something. Well,
They find something.
If there's no controversies, then what are they going to do? Sit here? Oh yeah, good game. There was a try scored. Nothing to talk about.
Hey, the Tigers win 2 games in a row, and then all of a sudden the media dig up. Oh, they look at all the clauses in Luai's contract. He could be out of there in 2 years. Like they just find something, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was going to say that. Since 1908, you're always going to have controversy. Always.
The game
Always.
runs on controversy.
It does.
So
Well, I do have a question, so you probably think that I didn't.
we're dribbling on it long enough for you to think of one. So
I got one. Don't worry.
good.
So it's Anzac Day on Friday. There's 3 games on. There's one at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 8:10. That's too much. Usually everyone goes to the dawn service at 4 or 5 a.m. They're going to be legless by the first game, and then they've got 3 games to sit through. Is that too much? Like, do they make too much out of it? And there's no game on Monday, but yeah, I don't have a question. Oh, my question is, I like Super Saturdays. I think Saturdays should always be packed instead of Anzac Day, but that's kind of what I'm going with.
Yeah. So my Anzac Day will consist of the dawn service first up, and then beers will be a bit earlier than normal, especially for a Friday. And I can guarantee you I will not see the last game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to watch the shorts the next day or whenever it's on, because no, there's no way. Too intoxicated, inebriated, whatever it is. Where do I sign?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like your Super Saturday.
I like Super Saturday. It gives me something to do. When there's no 3 o'clock game, it's like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm prepped and ready to go.
What about you, Frosty? You'd love
You
it.
got big plans?
No, I think the same. I think if you, unfortunately, if you don't get to see the 3rd game, you're not going to get to see it. So I don't know. They could have at least for this Friday pulled the 6 o'clocker, maybe, or played the 6 o'clocker and then canned the third
you got to
one.
watch the news at 6 o'clock. So
Cause I think a couple of years ago they were playing Melbourne Warriors at 7 o'clock, weren't they?
yeah, it wasn't too
From
bad a
memory, it was
time.
like 4 o'clock and then 7 o'clock. So
Yeah,
sort
they
of
did
moved
that
it
for
forward,
quite a while.
so
The Melbourne versus Warriors, But now
Mind
the
you, sorry,
Warriors,
that was a weekday too, probably. So,
yeah, maybe you're right.
but yeah, you're right. Remember, there was a Saturday a few years ago where they played about 5 games on a Saturday on Anzac Day, and I think that was way too much. So yeah,
Because you got to get your money back, you know. You have 2 losses on Sportsbet, and then you're like, oh, well, all right, I may as well go for 3 losses, and then yeah, I don't know. The Anzac Day turns from a great one to a shit one. Anyway, moving on.
Fair enough. So we'll do the weekend recap plus the charge sheet. So on the Thursday night, Manly versus the Dragons, we had Toff Sipley, dangerous contact, aka hip drop. 4 matches. Wow.
not good.
When
So
you're ready.
18, yeah, I'm reading my notes. Oh, Peanut, remember?
Did you
18,
think
20. The score flattered the Sea Eagles, I think.
did you think that was a
Tyrell
hip drop?
Sloan.
That Sipley one?
Mate, what can you say?
Okay.
It's in real time. You can say yes and no. I'm confused. I mean, Wayne Bennett reckons that he doesn't know what a hip drop is anymore. So
Hmm.
I'm sure he's watched more games of NRL than I have. So
We'll ask Kima Tunglangi what a hip drop is.
But no, the score flattered us, so it wasn't good at all. We had 2 take the twos, boys. So we had Val Holmes. He took the 2 in the 39th minute, and Ruben Garrick in the 54th. But yeah, I don't know. The Sea Eagles are going backwards. Not good.
Good.
Tom's back.
Mm. Yeah,
Sorry,
and
we'll do the ins and outs later.
mm.
Then on the Friday night, the doggies, or Friday
Friday
afternoon,
lunch.
yeah,
Yes,
the doggies
felt like
versus
lunch.
Rabbitohs. Kick out, careless high tackle. There's a little $1,800 donation, and Davey Moali, dangerous contact, another $1,000 donation.
32-0. The poor old Easter bunnies didn't turn up, did they? They were woeful. Fantastic crowd, 65,000. Looked good on the TV. Would have been nice to be there and feel it. So, Steve Crichton took the 2 in the 18th minute.
Stevie, Critter.
Mm.
Then we had the Dolphins versus Storm. We had Tui Kamakamika, careless high tackle. Just the early play, 1,800 donation, and Pappy got charged with a dangerous contact, but was found not guilty.
How, I don't
Interesting.
know.
Yeah.
Dolphins 42, Storm 22. Geez, the Dolphins were impressive. To be down like they were, unbelievable.
16-2.
That was 16, yeah. And it was only like 20 minutes
Kill me
into the game.
multis.
I bet. Jermaine Osaka took the 2 in the 4th minute, which was very surprising.
Then we had the Warriors versus the Broncos. Billy Walters, grade 1 crusher. What did it say? He got $1,000 early please. So how does that work?
I said that to you weeks ago. Yeah.
Isn't crusher one of the most dangerous ones?
Well, you'd think so.
Yeah.
Second behind taking the head off, but yeah.
Does that come off their salary cap?
Who knows?
No.
This is another question we need to answer. If someone knows,
So
give us a tingle.
Put it in the comments, please. We
Yes.
have no idea.
I thought I Googled it before. It goes towards some sort of fund.
Yeah,
for
but does it
maybe
come
Vegas.
off the salary cap? So if you got a really
No, I
good
don't
player
think
and you're
so.
overpaying him, you're like, shit, can you do something bad and take the hit? We're over the cap.
No, that. Yeah.
Okay.
You should ask that in another question.
My burning question.
Yes.
Oh, I've already done that.
Well, no, for another set of questions for another show. Yeah. So 20 to 18, the Wars defied the odds. In extra time, Luke Metcalf took the 2
Yeah.
in Golden Point from 50 metres out. There's no way I would put my house on it that he wouldn't have kicked it, because he'd missed bloody 3 conversions earlier in the night, and they were easier than that. So
Yeah, they had the wind. It went
please
went well
explain.
over. But you know
Yeah.
what? They did it. Good on them.
Mm.
Don't worry about you putting your house on it. You struggle to chip in $10 a week to take the 2 multi.
I've got to wait for it to go through.
Then we had the Roosters versus the Panthers. Mitch Kenny, dangerous contact. Early play 2 matches. And Fahu White, careless high tackle, early play. You can have $1,000 donation.
Chicken feed. Roosters 12, Panthers 40. The Panthers are back, I think. They scored 28-6 in the second half. I can't believe it. They were leading by 6 at half time, and then they just kicked it away. Nathan Cleary took the 2 twice, boys, in the 43rd and the 79th minute. Hello, El Presidente's frozen now. He hasn't paid his bill.
No, I'm going all right. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Maybe it's you.
You're back again. Oh,
I'm good. I was going with that. About to say, good on you, Cles, taking the 2 twice. That's good. So on the Sunday, we had the Titans versus the Raiders. Cleese Haas, careless high tackle, early play, $1,000.
Titans 20, Raiders 30. Titans were leading 16-0 after 20 minutes, and I thought they were going to go on with it, and they didn't. They let them back in. Half time was 16-all. Jermaine Fogarty, who's coming to us, nice, took the 2 in the 68th minute.
Yeah, he does that weekly. He's a fan of the show for sure.
Yeah. Is that confirmed? He's going to Manly?
Well, the story was that
That's a long story.
not really. Raiders offered him 1 year. We offered him 2. Raiders come in and said, we'll give you 2. And now they're saying that we're going to say 3.
What are we going to give him? He'll be on the
Nothing.
show, I reckon.
It was
I can
that.
get him on there.
Yeah.
Jamal, let us know.
Send the hat
Get
out
him
to
a hat.
Jamal, you reckon?
Yeah, you better send one to him.
Yeah.
We'll drive down there and give one to him.
Right.
You probably live closer than what we do.
Any spare time, he can drive down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no dramas.
Right. Then we had the Knights versus the Sharks. Teague Wilton, dangerous contact, early play. There's 1,000. James Schiller, careless high tackle, early play, 1,000. Cameron McInnes, dangerous contact, early play, $1,000. Wow. Chook feed.
Knights 14, Sharks 34. In front of another great crowd, they couldn't do it. So disappointing. Kalen Ponga, he hardly touched the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, there's a bit
Absolutely terrible.
I don't know.
And Uncle Bob's favourite, Fletcher Sharp, he scored a try at least. He tried his best.
Then on the Monday, they had the Tigers versus the Eels. Kima Tuolangi, grade 2 shoulder charge in the very first minute. Early play, 3 matches. Taruva, contrary conduct, early play, 1,800. And Mitchell Moses, careless high tackle. When the other guy was in a try scoring position, early play, $1,800. What a load of crap.
I thought he would have got less than that. There you go. Tigers 22, Para 38. Tigers apparently were robbed. Okay. Mitch Moses, he come back, first came back, and he killed it. Unfortunately, I think Jerome Leroy was missing for most of the game. Very disappointing. Sean Russell, he took the 2 in the 3rd minute, which surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but yeah. There you go.
If Leroy
Comments,
played,
El
that'd be nice.
Presidente? Yeah.
They had a lot of opportunities. Something I saw when you said that, to go out wide, and then he turns it back on inside when, they had the defense stretched, and he just kind of looks like he doesn't have any options. He just jumps around. He likes to just jump. Oh, I'm going to jump here, jump there. I'll turn it back on the inside and let Terrell May try and do a miracle pass. Anyway,
That's a good observation.
did it twice, I think.
He turns the ball on the inside because there is no options on the outside.
Yeah, but you create something.
Not when they're standing there like stale bottles of piss on the
He just
edges.
he doesn't want to get the $1,000 fine for any reason. It's a passenger.
Lockie Galvin will be back this week, so you can throw it to the outside instead of the
Yes.
inside.
Oh, you're watching throw cutout passes. All right, boys. Moving on to whose train are we jumping on board this week?
Got to be the Finns, doesn't it?
Not yet
The
for
old
me.
Dolphins. Yeah. Oh, this week, you say? Not the rest of the season. To be behind 16-2, after 20 minutes, I thought there's going to be 60, 70, 80 put on here. And to fire like they did, and the last 2 weeks, they beat both last year's grand finalists. So I'm on them this week. Probably change next week, but I'm on them this week.
Yeah, I'm not on them yet. I've still got them to get the spoon. You reckon,
You waiting on
French?
me?
Yeah.
Yes, you, the dribbler.
Well, I'm not jumping on anyone's train.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Every team's junk. It's very inconsistent at the moment. My tipping's horrible. I just found out the women's state of origin's on Thursday next week. Did you know about it?
Yeah.
Okay. No one sent me that memo.
You're
We
hiding
thought you
under a
already got
rock.
Mm.
I'm here. I look on Facebook on all those. I see things. If I don't see it, then no one sees it.
We tried to tell you last week, oh, sorry, on Sunday, but you had poor internet.
I must have missed that section. No, I mean, like it's just poor that the magic round's on. I don't know who knows about it. You gonna watch it? It's on Channel 9.
Yeah, they did the same last year, though, right?
Yeah, but
Magic Round's not till Friday.
how
Yeah,
many
but
players?
they do the origin on the girls' origin on the Thursday, and then they do
Yes.
the 3 games
Yeah.
to the
Yeah, but you
Magic
know
Round.
that because they should be throwing it out there a bit more. That's all I'm saying. Build it up.
Well, they will. They'll flog it now for the next week.
Yeah, well, maybe they should have started 2 weeks ago.
Ring Channel 9.
Again, they've got a hotline like us.
You've got the contacts.
I'm sure Maddie and Abe will be on Foxtel tonight, plugging it.
I'm just
Some
not jumping
stupid
on,
narrated rubbish.
not jumping on anyone's train.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
It's my opinion. Don't shut me down.
No, we're not.
You're right, Splinters. You keep sitting on the fence.
Mm.
Surely for me, it's got to be the Raiders. They're flying high at the moment. They did start a bit slow against the Titans on the weekend, but that's the Titans. They're hot and cold. 1 week good, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But the Raiders are finding a way to, a bit like Penrith have been in the past few years, is put the accelerator down and get into it. So they sort of time their game, and then when they need to turn it on, they seem to be doing that. So yeah, for me, it's the Raiders. As much as I hate it, because I'd like to see them lose, and I want to hear Ricky whinge in the press conference and all that sort of crap. But yeah, it's a bit boring when the Raiders are winning, and yeah, Ricky's a bit quiet. So you agree with me? Nah, stuff the Raiders.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot better than they. That last year they would have lost those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the other day that someone was saying if they can keep the same team close enough together for the next couple of years that they'll win the GF.
Well, they won't, because they won't have Fogarty.
Well,
yeah,
he still could stay.
Maybe they'll get Cherry Evans.
Nah,
That's
he's
a
going to
scoop.
Chooks.
That was a joke, but
Oh.
joke of the week's a bit later on, guys. Let's move on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so boys, who is in the sin bin this week? I'm
Mine
not
is
putting
the
anyone
Manly
in the sin
Sea.
bin.
The Manly Sea Eagles are in
That's
the
the
sin bin
easy
for
one.
me. Yeah.
Manly Sea Eagles, eh?
Yeah, DCE come out and killed the season for us, and the coach can't coach. He keeps praising the boys every week, and they've lost the last 3 in a row. I think Panthers have put 50 on them this week, but that's for later in the show. But yeah, they're in the sin bin.
Well,
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah. Sure.
They're not in my sin bin, but I agree with what you said.
Mm,
They've got a pretty good team.
Yeah.
think so.
Guys have been together for a while. Reasonably close bunch, a group of mates, and yeah, I've never been a fan of Seibold as a coach. He's more a coach out of the old textbook than actually
Yeah.
the experience. So
Mm,
it's always good to see Manly struggling. I like to see you
mm.
being negative about them. Frosty, it's good.
It's not.
What,
I had
when was
high
it?
hopes this year.
What's that shirt you got on? 2008 premiers,
Oh,
is
wait.
it?
Yeah, we won it in 2011 as well. But
Yeah.
hasn't been since. We're
And
due. I
and
thought it might have been this year.
and how's it feel breathing in wearing that shirt?
Hasn't
Bitter.
washed it.
Who you got, French?
In my sin bin, it has to be the Knights attack. Like who's the attacking coach? Ponga. Like they're just offer nothing in attack. And I think the most of it usually comes off Ponga, but you can't do everything. And their setup's horrible. They just put him in the worst attacking positions, and I've got no one in Newcastle doing anything fantastic. So the whole organisation.
Fletcher
Jesus, it's
Sharp's
good.
killing it.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
Hmm.
My question is, right, they all rave on about Fletcher Sharp. First thing, my observation with him, he passes the ball too early. He never takes it to the line and then passes. So he gives it to the centres and the edge runners too early. And then you got Adam O'Brien, who we know changes the halves all the time. Like he's had Cogger, Hastings, Crosland,
Gamble.
Gamble. Why doesn't he never wants to move Fletcher Sharp? Why is that? He moves the
Where
seven
would
all the time.
where would you put him? Put him on the
I'd,
wing. I
I'd
thought
put
he was
him
a
at
winger.
I'd put him at fullback for half a game and put Ponga at 6, just to change a
Oh.
point of difference, just a little bit, because Ponga's not doing anything at the back. So get him at 6 or keep changing him around, because they need to get more out of Ponga before he goes to the Roosters in a couple of years. Otherwise, otherwise
Well,
the Knights are
Is
gonna
that the
fold.
scoop?
That's a scoop.
so just going
Wow.
to the All Blacks.
Yeah, via Bondi. That's where the ship leads. So that's my take on it anyway. I
And what
agree
do
with
you
what you
got for
said.
your sin
So,
bin?
okay.
Fuck. How much time do we have?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna load up. Mine
Oh no.
mine this week is Latrell Mitchell.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, okay. So the poor bloke at fullback's been killing it.
Joe
Jai
Gray.
Gray,
Yep.
leading the Daily M's. So Mitchell's been back for 2 weeks, and be fair to say, pretty poor. So now Bennett
Yep.
goes, oh, let's put Mitchell back to fullback and put Gray on the bench.
It looks fit though.
Oh, please, I don't know what. They need to use my glasses if they're coming up with those comments. So you watch when Latrell's at the back, right? They kick the ball. He picks the ball up and throws a 15, 20-metre pass to the winger. He never takes the hit up.
Yeah.
And you've got blokes like the premier fullbacks, Ponga, Tedesco, all of them run the ball back. They don't mind the contact, whatever. Jai Gray has been doing it great. You watch When is it on Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Friday against Melbourne. He definitely won't run the ball up. So then in the ruck he'll get behind the dummy, or he'll either go to dummy half and throw it to like a one out hit up, or he'll stand behind the dummy half and just make sure people are just running the ball up. And then when he wants to run the ball, it's basically either 15 meters out from the opposition line. Like he's a big boy, he should be able to take them on and dominate. But haven't seen that the last couple of weeks. Don't rate him. Get him in the sin bin. He's a dog.
He's as lazy as, and what it's even funnier is that they all said that Bennett was going to unlock him, going to sprinkle the old dust. And
where are you going to put him if you're not going to put him fullback?
Center.
I'd put him in the centres.
Yeah. Okay.
Jack Whiten needs to be 5'8" in that team.
Yeah. Well, they got Sullivan, and Walker probably is the 6.
They got Schuster to come in.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
So I'm not going to
But look at
apologise.
Cody Walker, mate. He's just as bad.
I think you'll be apologising next week about Latrell and how good he played at fullback. I doubt it.
Well,
not
I
against the Storm, you wouldn't think.
hope I'm proven wrong, and I'll admit it if I am. But you'll have to let me know, because that's the last game on the Friday, Anzac Day, isn't it? So I won't see it.
Yeah. You'll wake up Sunday afternoon. Oh,
we'll just listen to the voicemails and read all the comments, eh? So, all right, boys. Round 8 teams this week. So first up on the Thursday night at Suncorp, Broncos at $2.55 versus the Doggies at $1.52.
Big out, obviously, for the Bronx will be Reece Walsh. Ins are supposedly Brendan Piakura, Jock Madden, Joshua Carapini, Martin Tupou, and Benjamin Tiakura. For the Doggies, they're saying Blake Taff, Blake Wilson, Harry Hayes, Lipu Hupu. Nice. Luke Smith, and apparently Jack Todd's out for them. I'm going to stick with the Doggies. I think the Broncos were very disappointing last week, so yeah, Dogs for me.
Are you French?
I've got the Broncos. There's no reason they should win this game, but I just think they're going to win. They've got no Reece Walsh. Maybe they'll actually step up with the guy out. They won't rely on him. They'll try a bit harder, and I just think there's no, like, coming back from New Zealand. They went over to New Zealand. They might be a little bit disappointed. They've like, there's no reason they should win, but I'm going to go. Maybe I'm jumping off the Bulldogs train.
Right, so Cobbo's at fullback, and Ben Hunt goes to hooker. Who was the 6? Ezra's not back yet, is he? No.
No. I think it's next week, isn't it? They reckon they'll bring him straight in. They got Ben Hunt as 6.
So Hunt's 6.
Oh, I thought
Walters is 9.
Billy Walters will be 9.
Yeah. Oh, well, just hearing that, Billy Walters is 9. On that note, I'll just take the Dogs.
That's fair enough. Can I change?
Okay, so Anzac Day at Allianz, first game, 4:00. The Roosters at $1.82 versus the Dragons at $2.01.
Ins for the Roosters, Angus Crichton, Billy Smith, who obviously from suspension, Egan Butcher, Ethan King, and Makasi Makatoa. Outs, Nat Butcher. Ins for the Dragons, Corey Allen, Emre Gula, Fine Lutu, Loco Pacifica Tonga, Lincoln Tonga Toka, and Rahaman Fahea Marina. Outs, Hamish Stewart and Matt Fergay. I'm going to go the Roosters, I think. It's a toss of the coin, but yeah, I'll stick with the Roosters.
Yeah, back and forward on this one. I hate tipping the Dragons on Anzac Day. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go the Dragons.
For me, both these teams are very inconsistent, so it's really hard to pick. Um, I might just pick probably the Roosters, I think.
You want to think about it?
It hurts. The second game on Anzac Day at 6:05 at Apollo Project Stadium. Where's that?
I think it's
Obviously New
Christchurch,
Zealand.
isn't it? Yeah,
Is that where they're going to play the Origin soon?
maybe.
We've got the Warriors at
Yeah, they're saying
$1.37 versus the
Christchurch, but that's
Knights.
not the new stadium. I think they're still building that across the road. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So the Warriors $1.37 versus the point scoring Knights at $3.10.
Nice. Inns, Charles Nickel, Clockstart, Rocco Berry, Samuel Healy, and Tom Boyd apparently for the Wars. They got no outs. For the Inns, apparently Dylan Lucas, which will be big for them. Jack Cogger, Logan Oka, Matthew Arthur. Okay. Paul Bryan and Jermaine McEwen. I think because it's at home and because the Knights can't score, I'll go the Wars.
Mm. There's a you never take the Warriors at home when they're the massive favourites. That said,
Don't say that.
give me them 13 plus. I think the start is 7.5. 7.5, $1.90. Lock it. I love the Warriors this week.
So the Warriors used to play the Storm on Anzac Day at Melbourne
Down
every
in
year,
Melbourne.
right?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
they decided, obviously, they want to take it back to
They
New
were too
Zealand.
hard.
Yeah, I
Can we
don't
have
think
an
it was
easy
that. I think
game?
they were getting flogged. Yeah.
And they didn't they get flogged 2 weeks ago by Melbourne?
Yeah, so I think I'll take the Warriors. Did you hear? I don't know if it's today or yesterday that Chance Nickel Coxtane re-signed with the Warriors for another couple of years.
Yeah, 2 years.
No.
Yeah.
And did you hear the Broncos were interested in him? Like,
Really?
where would he play at the
Mm.
Broncos? Anyway, but
Mm.
East Tigers?
yeah, Mackay Cutters or wherever it is. Oh yeah, I'll take the Wars, boys. And then the last game, Amy Park, 8 o'clock. We got the Storm versus Storm $1.19 versus Rabbitohs at $4.70.
Inns, Kobe Williamson, Keegan Russell Smith, Lazarus Valapu, Nelson Asofo Sosamola, Nick Meaney, and Tivilu Lisati. I'm hoping. Outs, Jack Houseworth and Tia Kamagamika. For the Rabbits, they're saying Inns, Bailey, Bentley, Hape, Declan Casey, Jaden Sullivan, Salisiata, Thomas Fletcher, and obviously Lachlan Hubner is out. Don't think you can go
Hubner.
past the Storm, I think. Yes.
Yeah, hard to go past the Storm at home on Anzac Day. But might be slightly tighter than 60-0. Maybe another 32-0.
Hmm.
Yeah. If you're gonna have a bet, it'll be hard. It'll be a hard task to back South, I reckon.
So apparently Souths haven't won in 19 games down there or something stupid like that. So
Nice.
and I'm a Storm favorite fan, so I'll pick the Storm, but I'll be putting my bet on very early because, as you know, I won't be watching the game. I'll be snoring.
Might be a nice surprise for Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, right. I'll wake up and check the old tab account. On the Saturday, first game at 5:20 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. We've got the Cowboys at $1.38 versus the Titans at $3.05.
Apparently John Bateman's in, Carl Lawton back, Thomas Stuffy and Zach Laybutt, no outs. Khan Pereira, Brock Gray, David Fafita, Joshua Palu and Tony Francis in. Keely Huss apparently out.
Suspended.
Easy?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's too many games. I'm going to go the Titans, but with no confidence.
Cowboys had that 3 wins in a row. Apparently they could have lost all
At the
those
bye
3.
last week.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
You're shutting me down.
Sorry.
Yeah, so maybe they lost a bit of momentum, but maybe you think that they'll have a week off, regroup. I can keep it going. Give me the cows.
For me, this could be a stinker.
Absolutely.
Hot and cold Titans, because you don't know what Cowboys team you're going to get, but I'll back your mate Toddy Payton to get him through again. So yeah,
Nice.
definitely Cowboys
Coach
for
of the
me.
year.
Yep, and he'll get re-signed for another 3 years. Then on the Saturday night at Combank Stadium, 7:35, you got the Panthers at $1.53 versus the Sea Eagles at $2.51.
It's apparently Maverick guy who they name every week but never gets a run. Matt Eisenhoof, Lurin Pate, Luke Simerton, Jack Cole, and Asu Kipu. Out Luke Garner and Mitch Kenny. Ins for the Eagles, Corey Waddell, Gordon Chi, Cam Tong, Luke Arthur, Josh Eloy, Matt Chi Cam, and Turbo Tommy, supposedly, if he plays. And the outs are obviously Jake T with the concussion and Tofu Sipley with the 4 weeks. Panthers easy for me.
Yeah, no, Jake. Does that affect your team?
Yep.
Won't affect their meters. 47, 45. Yeah, tap on Tom's back, but I always tip the Panthers, so let's keep it going.
I reckon this will be closer than what people think. Having said that, I'll take the Panthers, but I think it'll be closer. But I've been known to be wrong every now and then, so it wouldn't surprise me if I am again. On the Sunday, first game, 2 o'clock at GIO Stadium, the Raiders at $1.53 versus the Dolphins at $2.52.
Danny Levi, Jed Stewart, Simi Sasaki, and Trey Mooney apparently are in. Stop laughing at me. Francis Morello, Junior Tupu, Kenneth Bromwich, Oren Keeley, and Tavita Nafua, and Felici Kasafui. Kafusi, I should say, Kasafui. Kafusi is
Same, but
out.
different.
Yes. I'll stick with the Raiders at home, but there's no confidence again because you never know.
Do you have the team lists in front of you?
Yep. What do
Do
you
you have
need
the
to know?
Dolphins number 11?
Dolphins number 11. Yes. That's
What was it?
Finawaki.
Yeah, and his first name?
Kulikefu.
Kuli Kefu
Finawaki.
Something like
Mm.
that. Just trying to put you on the spot.
That's fine.
I don't like this game at all.
Wow.
Doing a tip?
Yep.
Oh, that's what we're here for.
Do you want me to sit on the fence?
Okay, Splinters.
Of course I'm going the Raiders. I can't stand the Dolphins. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah, right. Well, if I heard correctly, Junior Tupu's back for the Dolphins, I'll take the Raiders.
He's not.
Is he? I thought he mentioned his name
He's
there.
number 22.
He'd be playing for whoever the feeder club is for sure.
Yeah, if they
Like
if they're
Maverick
desperate.
guy, the poor bastard, every week gets a name and hardly gets a run. Same thing. Never mind.
And the final game of the round at the 8th Wonder of the World, Leichhardt at 4 o'clock. At the Tigers at $2.93 and the Sharks at $1.41.
Ins Lockie Galvin. Dun, dun, dun. Is that it? Royce Hunt. What happened to him last week? Where was he?
He was injured. I don't know.
Okay.
I got told just before kickoff he was out, so he must have done it in the warm-up.
Solomon Fatapa,
Choked on a
Tristan
hamburger.
Hope, and Kit Lalui. Apparently Luke Lalui's out.
Yeah, concussion because
Brother.
Moses whacked him in the head.
That
Oh,
is
that was
right,
him, was
isn't
it? Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure which brother it was. Apparently Billy Burns, Braden Hamalin, I'll get it out.
Hamunueli.
Yes, Hamlin Welly. I knew I'd get it out eventually. Jaden Beryl, Jesse Hu, Kolakuna, and Tukaha Tapua. Far out, Jesus. Are in, and Toby Rudolph is out. I've got to go with the Sharks, I think. Tigers disappointed me last week,
Yeah,
even at like that.
they did, didn't they? I'll give the Tigers half a chance. Give me the Tigers. Galvin's back. He's the Messiah.
Please. For me, it'd be Sharks.
Ooh.
Are you going to the game fully?
Probably not. No, I'll be there. I got tickets. My season tickets in the grandstand. So
I was going to say, you're in the grandstand
I
now,
want to be
so
getting splinters from the wooden seats in the grandstand.
Oh, wow. Hope you get on that hill, take a few photos.
No, I won't be on the hill. No way. I mean,
Okay.
he's in the grandstand now.
yeah.
Talking to nobody, being antisocial.
No, I'll be sitting right in front of Craig Fitzgibbon, telling him what I think.
Okay.
And then Parramatta get another win this week because they've got the bye. So look out.
Okay.
Move him up to 8th.
Wow.
Mm.
All right, boys, moving on. Oh, Supercoach. We can't do Supercoach again because bloke called Vossi, nowhere to be seen.
Are we missing someone?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't think so because we're still running along quite smoothly with a few hiccups. All right, boys. So if we remember back to our last week, our take the two multi, who messed up for us?
Probably me, I think.
We went early, didn't we? I took the Sharks.
Did you? Okay.
Someone took the Storm.
Is that
That'd be me.
Oh, I wanted to take the
you took the Panthers, didn't you, Frosty?
Did I? Okay, yep. I can't remember now.
Anyway, so
I'm disillusioned.
We did no good. So we're on a roll. We're 0-7, which is fantastic.
Nice.
So it should be
still no drinking money.
Should be onwards and upwards from here, hopefully.
We'll be drinking waters.
Yeah. So from what I hear now, we obviously go to this week's multi. We probably won't be drinking after this week either. So Bossy told me he wants the Wars off scratch. Who have you got, Frosty?
Panthers off the scratch.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bronx.
There it is. That's the
easy
loss.
Thursday night.
That's the loss.
On a Thursday.
And I'm playing a straight bat and taking the Storm on the Friday.
So that's at $6.43.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It could be $10. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We'll get one.
Will we?
No. I will on my separate account.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're up to wow, joke of the week. Been a bit of feedback on these jokes, so
good feedback or just feedback?
Just feedback. There's a few different categories of the feedback. None worth getting a mention just as yet, but maybe this week might be a bit different. Frosty, what do you got for us, buddy?
Okay, what do you call a magician that loses his magic? What? Ian.
Wow, that's good. That's all right.
Okay.
I don't know if
Ariel,
I give it 2 thumbs up. I might give it the old
Okay.
2 fingers.
give me a couple of minutes, I might get it.
Last
Did
3
you-
letters.
Don't
Anyway.
Magician.
do not.
Did you hear about the guy who got hit by a soda can? Yeah, lucky it was a soft drink.
Awesome. Nice.
All right, so my one this week is, what do you call a factory that makes okay products?
What?
A satisfactory.
No.
Hopefully, Bossy watches it and he blows up and wants to get back in the game. So
Yeah, I might give him inspiration to get back on the saddle.
yeah,
It's all about delivery.
yeah. And the standard's quite low, so he should be able to ease back into it.
Maybe he's got no internet. We might need to get a multi up so he can pay his internet bill.
Yeah,
Get
well,
back on the show.
In which house?
Ah,
yeah, maybe he's trying to run the Wi-Fi off all the houses on one.
More than likely. I'm
one
sure he's
node.
off seeing the accountant tonight.
a bit of
Yeah.
a tight bum, is he?
Well, that's
No. Cash is king.
Mm.
yeah, but he only likes reinvesting it into property and not in his
Ah.
mates. Bit like someone else I know.
Bricks and mortar, no
Whoops.
good.
Yeah. I like to invest it down the sink in liquid format. All right, boys. Social, Frenchie, anything?
No, we got nothing. We're just doing absolutely zero work behind the scenes. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on other things. YouTube, like the comments, like your own comments, like our comments, comment, like and subscribe.
Are you reading that off the screen?
No.
Maybe you should.
Is there a stuttering speech that I can go off?
Just use AI.
Spit it out.
All right, boys. That's another week done and dusted. We hope you've enjoyed your brain-numbing experience. If you're ever in doubt, guys, take the 2. Good luck with your betting on the weekend. Don't follow our tips.
No.
Don't forget to leave your name and number. And the
And
Frenchman
I'll
will
get back to you.
Frenchman will get back to you. Yeah, like and subscribe, share the love. We enjoy doing this for you guys. Until next week, take it easy.
Good night.